How's everybody doing tonight? Are you guys ready for the show? All right, I think maybe you guys are ready. That sounded really good for such a good audience. Let's see a little more though. Bring out your director, Jeffrey. Give him some love.
How is everybody this afternoon? Good deal. Well, it's very nice to see you all out here today. Thanks for braving the cold and coming out to see these students. Do we have anybody who has never been here to Carolina Improv Company before? Well, now that's a good thing. I'm glad to hear that. I don't have to give anybody a hard time for not being here. You are here to see some of our finest level 2 students in their showcase. And they have really put in a lot of work over the last, well, it's actually, normally it's 16 weeks. This one's been a little bit longer because of the holidays. We've had some breaks in there. So probably over the last 20 weeks, they've really spent some time between level 1 and 2. So today we're going to put those talents on stage for you. So I'm going to guess that most everybody is local. Do we have anybody who is not from Myrtle Beach here today? All right, so I don't have to go through all that either. So we can move this right along very quickly. So obviously in improv we have no script. Everything that they do up here today is going to be made up on the spot based on your suggestions. So that's where you've become very, very important for us, because we're going to ask you for those suggestions so that they've got some inspiration to start their scenes and create the magic that is improv. So just very quickly, to get you in practice for giving suggestions. On the count of 3, can I get your first name, please? 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
All right, players, did you get that back there?
Yeah.
Very good, because it's going to be quick. And on the count of 3, your hometown. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
All right, good deal. So, as we go throughout the show, I may be asking you as a group, so please feel free just to yell something out, or I may come to you personally and ask for some information to give the players some inspiration. So, you've met me on the way in. You met our lovely folks at the bar, Pat and Brett. Not only did they help you get in here, but they are controlling the beverages this afternoon. So we have beer, wine, water, and soda. If you'd like to enjoy something during the show, you don't even have to get up. Just raise your hand. They'll be glad to come over and take it. And back there on lights and sound, our player in the dark today is Lee. Let's hear it for him.
Hello, everybody.
And Lee, how are you today?
I am doing wonderful.
Good. Ready for a big show?
I am. I'm excited.
Good. You ready to bring out the students?
Sure, let's do that.
Folks, are you ready to see the students?
Everybody put those hands together and welcome Christina. Give some love to Pete. How about it for Gabe? And put your hands together for Patty. A little bit of a smaller class than we normally have for level 2, but believe me, they are just as much of rock stars as the big classes. And they're ready to put on a heck of a show for you this afternoon, isn't that right?
Yeah.
So, players, do you think we should go ahead and just jump right into it and get started?
Let's go.
All right. Now, one thing I did forget to mention to you all, they also are very much going to rely on a couple of things from you today, and that would be some laughter and clapping. So in the event that they do anything that's funny, or that you enjoy, we'd love for you to please laugh and clap. So can I get your best laughter and applause? All right. And they listen very well. You guys have a great audience here this afternoon. I think it's time to go ahead and get started. So Lee, what are we going to start with?
We're going to start with all players and doing a little blind freeze tag.
All right. So to get us started, I do need to ask for 2 volunteers who wouldn't mind coming to the stage for just a moment to help us out a little bit. Don't be shy. You don't even actually have to say anything. All right, come on up. What is your name? Craig. All right, so we've got Craig, and I need one more person.
I'll go.
All right. And please tell everyone your name.
Mariah.
All right. So we have Craig and Mariah. So your job is to please turn around and each pick one player and bring them to the front of the stage, please. All right, so we have Gabe and Christina. Then Patty and Peter are going to turn around. So now here's the deal. They are your, think of them as your mannequin. And you are going to put them into a physical position, please. So please go ahead and put them in some sort of a physical position to get us started. Nothing that's going to injure them by any means, but and once you are good, oh goodness, okay.
I'm good.
All right. Craig, you good? Good. Mariah, you're good?
Yeah.
All right, y'all can go ahead and have a seat. Very quickly. Right there, we get to this. All right, so the way this works is that Christina and Gabe are going to start a scene based on the position that they've been placed in by Mariah and Craig. And at some point, one of the other players is going to yell freeze. They're going to stop in the exact physical position they're in. That new player is going to come out, assume a position of one of the two players, and start a brand new scene based on that physical position. Shall I continue on longer with you? I think you got it.
I don't understand.
So, in the interest of Gabe's balance, we're going to go ahead and get started. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Come on, if you're ready, let's
So, if I wish upon a star, can I be a real boy one day?
Try some slow movements to ease yourself into it, because you don't want to move too fast on your legs. Because you gotta work it out so you know how to move.
If I wish upon a
Yeah.
star.
And then,
Yeah, and then what? Exactly. Because,
and then,
well, are you
I picked out the most beautiful dress, and my mother said I could buy it because I am her princess.
That is fantastic, and I have to agree, this dress is spectacular. It's the nicest thing I've seen in a long time.
The
Freeze. Statuary in the museum is a terrible job for anyone. Let's rebel. Oh.
You know,
So, put your right foot in. Oh, wait, that's my left foot.
dude, you are always getting this confused. Hello, left.
Yep, left foot in, and my right foot.
Left.
Freeze. Alright, so I think we should put the picture on this wall right here. Because I think this is a perfect place for it.
That is amazing. I'm gonna get my nail and hammer. Just hold that position
Alright,
for me.
I'm holding it. Although it's getting a little heavy, so.
Just keep holding it.
Alright, but you might hurry because the frame is really.
Oh, okay. All right, here. I'll just. Okay.
Alright, and let's.
Freeze. Star bright, starlight, have you wished what wish tonight? Why? Why?
Embarrassing.
I know! Quasimodo? I believe, where's Esmeralda?
Well, I just want to ring the bell, that's all I know.
Reminds me of a song, my son.
So, I think this is a good curtain that we should put in the basket?
Chintz is a poor choice, honey. You might want to go with more like a satin, sort of like a maroon-ish.
Yeah. No,
It's really going to bounce off.
You're right. You're right. The maroon satin is a much better choice.
Go ahead. Tell me how beautiful it is.
No! Oh my God!
Yes!
He finally proposed?
Yes, and he gave me a Cracker Jack ring!
Now you see that you will remember. Diamonds, they're not forever. Cracker Jacks.
And it tastes really good, too.
Because of Craig and Mariah. All of that just from what you did. All right. Let's keep things rolling right along here. Lee, what do you got up next?
Let's get Christina and Gabe back up on stage for a little new choice.
Right. Sir, what's your name, please?
Curtis.
Curtis. And Curtis, are you from Myrtle Beach originally?
No.
Where are you from?
Western North Carolina.
Western North Carolina. All right. And do you currently work, or did you work at one time?
I did.
Okay. What did you do?
I taught history.
History. I see. What grade level?
College.
Very interesting. So, a college history teacher from Western North Carolina. Interesting. And what do you like to do for fun, Curtis?
I like to read.
Okay. He didn't sound so convinced that that's actually for fun. So, besides history books, what do you like to read?
I like all kinds of fiction.
Okay,
Mysteries, things like that.
I see. Great. And let's come right over here. Ma'am, what is your name?
Denise,
Denise. And Denise, are you originally from Myrtle Beach?
from Georgetown.
From Georgetown, okay. And what do you do?
I'm a behavioral consultant.
We can
Figure that one out.
This is like fertile ground right here. You're hitting the jackpot.
Getting out cards.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, my goodness. So, Denise, what do you enjoy doing?
Lately, coloring.
You know, that's amazing, and it's really taken off. You know, the last couple of years, I've seen that, and now I see it all over. In fact, last night on the news, I saw where there is actually, at the library in Myrtle Beach, there is a coloring club.
Yeah, it's good for relaxing.
Yes. And then I've seen a new book that has also come out. This isn't quite so family friendly. It's a coloring book. Yes, so the adult coloring industry is taking off. So. All right. And actually, I'm going to ask both Curtis and Denise, do y'all have like a motto that you live by? You know, when you wake up in the morning, you tell yourself when you get out of bed?
It's a little bit long, but behold the turtle. She only makes progress when she sticks her neck in.
Very profound. How about you, Curtis?
God alone is real.
I'm sorry?
God alone is real.
Okay, all right, good deal. Thank you very much. So, anything else that you would like to know from Curtis or Denise?
Denise, what kind of things do you like to color?
Paisley patterns and mandala.
Oh, all right.
Anything else, Gabe?
What's your favorite pet?
Favorite pet is a cockatoo.
Very interesting. All right, so the next question is, Curtis and Denise, have you ever met? Do you know each other? All right, well, guess what? But through the magic of improv, you are suddenly now best friends. And we are going to see a scene based on some of the information from Curtis and Denise by Gabe and Christina. Now this game is called New Choice because every so often I have this wonderful horn of power that comes out. And when I blow that horn, whoever spoke last has to change their last line of dialogue to something completely different. And as long as I blow the horn, they have to continue changing that line of dialogue until I stop blowing the horn. Whatever that last thing is that they've said they will use that and continue the scene on. So, just to give us a general demonstration so you have an idea, Gabe, could you give me a statement, please?
I grew up at the beach. I did not grow up anywhere near a beach. I kind of hate beaches.
There you go. So you have a general idea. As I blow the horn, they have to continue changing it until I stop blowing the horn, and then they'll use whatever they stopped on and continue the scene on. So, let's see the new best friends, Curtis and Denise. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Audience, you ready?
So, what are you reading there? Curtis, is that a good book there?
I just found this amazing new coloring book about the Tudor Stuart period in Britain.
That actually sounds fascinating. I might have to get a copy.
See, the best part is that it's called the War of the Roses, so there's all these roses I can color.
Yeah. And it's very thematic too. Well, the historical periods.
Yes, yes it is. I would tell you of the period.
I think you should make it the same color as your cockatoo there. I think you should make it the same color as the wall over there. I think you should just leave it blank and let me do all the colors.
That's a good idea. You should probably do that.
Yeah, because yeah.
I'm becoming a little concerned about these interruptions you're doing of my time. I'm thinking maybe you should fall back on some of that behavioral therapy of yours, because I'm not liking this
Behavioral therapy, because I'm giving you behavioral therapy.
See, smaller hand motions would make people more comfortable. Bigger emotion is how we let people know what's going on. When I wave my arms around, people think I'm...
One of those wacky waving inflatable tube man?
That's what I was thinking. Tube man. Oh, tube man. Let's bring it in.
I imagine you saw a lot of cars that way, though.
See? That's true. Now that I'm done with all that history foolishness, I'm trying to sell some cars.
It makes good money if you're good at it. So
Let me tell you, coloring books don't buy themselves. Coloring books are the only way that I don't feel empty inside. Coloring books are the future.
they are very therapeutic and relaxing, because with all the concentration you put into what you're coloring, it relaxes your mind.
Now, I'm thinking if this coloring thing catches on, we won't need behavioral therapists anymore. We can just color.
I can always get paid for recommending people color. I can always get paid for just sitting there while people make art. I can always just let them do whatever they want and go get a coffee. I can always just go to the beach and have some cola.
So you can bill insurance, call it therapy, and go drink cola on the beach? I have wasted my life trying hard.
So I have to ask, Denise and Curtis, anything like real life?
Sure.
And you can bill insurance, apparently, too. That's amazing. Wow. Who knew that all of those things would come out of behavioral therapy? Oh, goodness. Y'all having a good time? Yeah! All right, let's keep it rolling right along. Ian, what's up next?
Well, we're going to bring Gabe back to the stage, and Pete's going to join him for Oscar-winning moment.
All right, so we need to determine what the relationship between these two is. So what do you think their relationship is?
Doctor and patient.
Interesting. All right. So, hearing nothing else, you are. You're the doctor. And where would be an unlikely place for a birthday party?
cemetery.
Right.
So, you two are doctor and patient at a cemetery. All right, and they're going to tell us a little story about their life and their relationship. And every so often, I will call one of them and ask for an Oscar-winning moment. And at that point, they will step out and they're going to give us a little more history and detail of their relationship, a little backstory. So we'll be able to tell how they've gotten to where they are now as doctor and patient in the cemetery. So, players, are you ready to go to the cemetery?
Yes, yes.
Audience, are you
Okay, I know this is a hard day for you, but this is important. This must be done.
Feeling a little depressed. We're in a cemetery. And I don't understand why my gut hurts.
See, our emotions can sometimes materialize in our stomachs. You think here, but you really think in here.
Actually, doctor, my impression has been is that you think here.
No.
I don't.
Gabe, Oscar-winning moment.
Each year, Philip would come to visit his mother's grave on his birthday. A little bit morbid, but he's been doing this since he was a child. He lost her when he was but 12. And forever those feelings of love for his mother and of birthdays would go to his stomach.
Doc, I know that we've been doing this for a long time, and I appreciate you coming here with me. But I'll be darned if I can find her grave. And you know, the more I look, the less stomach pain I have. You're a genius. You are a genius.
Keep it up, keep it up.
We've known each other for so long. You've treated me so well for so long. Been billing me every so long. But I value so much our visits here. I believe it's time. This may be the day that I'm free.
Pete, Oscar-winning moment.
I was 12, and I lost my mother at the Coastal Grand Mall. Dr. Jameson here came up to me, so I was very, very upset. And he asked me, he said, "What's happened?" I said, "I lost my mother." And he immediately took me into his arms and he said, "Well, we can find her." And I said, yeah, there was a red and white thing with noises and lights that took her away. I saw her, they put her in there. And he said, "Oh boy." He has been like a father to me. He's been like a mother to me. He always remembers my birthday. And when he remembers my birthday, he always brings me to visit. Visit Mom.
Eureka, Philip! I believe I found her grave. Right? Oh, wait, no, that's not it. Oh, I'm embarrassed. No, actually, that's a man. She had a man's name,
That
so
might-
can't blame me.
That might do. You know, you're right. Her name was Stanley. And
Good firm woman's name.
she was Polish and Ukrainian. So, her name was actually Stanislaus, but Stanley did.
Okay, Oscar-winning moment.
Coming from Eastern Europe, this was a woman who really enjoyed cooking with root vegetables. Young Philip needed his mother. He would cook root vegetables, and he would get them from a small Latvian woman who lived right down the street, who had the best root vegetables money could buy. In fact, the smell of them is the smell of Philip's mother. You know what? Moment here. Revelation.
I think I smell rutabagas. Oh, turnips. You cooked me rutabagas.
Root vegetable cake. You put enough sugar on it, it doesn't taste like spackle.
Pete, Oscar-winning moment.
He's such a dear. I'll pay him whatever it takes. I've been paying him for 47 years on a weekly basis. But this moment, this day, has always been off the books. And I know that's unusual. I don't have Medicare. I don't have private insurance. I happen to be a bit wealthy. But I have a very bad stomach when it comes to Stanley. He has actually made me root cake with sprinkles and I think I'm going to throw up.
You know what will settle your stomach and settle your feelings? A piece of root cake! No, not on the cake. No. Please.
You're right.
Last year.
Doctor, this is your prescription every year, and every year it gets better for me. Stanley fades a little more into the distance. I hope by the 50th visit that I will have removed Stanley, but not the root cake.
And I believe if you stick around after the show, there'll be some root cake available. Interesting story. Oh my. All right, Lee, what's up next?
Let's get everybody up on stage for a little first line, last line.
All of our players. And let's come right here. Ma'am, what is your name, please?
Robin.
Robin. Robin, can I have one short sentence, please? Whatever first thing comes to your mind.
First thing that comes to my mind, I love to go to the beach.
I love to go to the beach. So players, what is the first line?
I love to go to the beach.
All right, so what's going to happen is two players are going to stay up here on stage. They're going to start a scene with that line that is,
I love to go to the beach.
at some point, two other players are going to rush to the stage. They're going to grab the last line of dialogue from the previous scene, and that will be their first line of the next brand new scene. So go on and on, round and round until we get to the end, and the very last line of the very last scene is,
I love to go to the beach.
audience, what's the first line?
I love to go to the beach.
And what's the last line?
I love to go to the beach.
Is everybody ready to go to the beach?
I love to go to the beach.
Every summer,
every day of the summer and winter and spring and fall. That sounds like an Indian princess. Princess summer. No. I love the beach. I love the turtles in the beach because, you know, they stick their neck out. And I love the sand. I love the grit. I was
See, the grit, that's what holds me up. I mean,
you're the old.
chafing is something you like?
I don't chafe. I chafe not.
I chafe not, 'tis but a little blister on my foot.
Well, those will go away eventually.
That's actually what the doctor said too.
Especially if you treat them well and give them a little love.
I've heard Epsom salts do a wonderful job.
Yeah, that is true.
Then I'm just not gonna worry about it anymore.
Well, that's a good policy, because the less...
The less I say, the better this is going to turn out.
I'm not sure that's the case, but let's go with it.
Cause let's just your car has the insurance has totaled it. Let's not get in the house.
You're gonna be all right there. It's just a little stomach pain.
Oh, I swear the last time I ran 37 miles, I didn't feel this good either.
Well, maybe that's a lesson telling you not to do that again.
I'm gonna do what you do next time.
What, walk?
Yeah, I might have to take up walking.
Because that's a little easier because you just take it at your own pace and you don't run up hills.
You're so smart.
I know.
I know everything about everything.
Dr. Know-it-all.
What? Hey, what can I say? I have a PhD in everything. Or at least that's what the College of Six Luxdistan that I got the distance course from says.
You know what? We need to keep this ditch. Get the shovel and let's dig this ditch.
Get the shovel and let's dig this ditch.
You are so bossy.
Yeah, well, somebody's got to get things done here.
I think we should have a coffee.
We should definitely have a coffee.
I think you should buy the coffee.
I think you should buy the coffee. I will buy it this time just because you bought it last time and it's better to reciprocate.
You are the best boss ever.
You are the best boss ever. Ever.
This does not change your performance evaluation. But I like your style. Now, there's a donut shop down the street that might give you a, like a 10-point bump for a little bump, you know.
All right, donut.
All right, donuts, get your donuts here. Donuts.
We should take those donuts when we go down by the water. Because,
Donuts and water, they don't mix, honey. They don't mix.
you don't put the donuts in the water. And
Please tell me more.
you gotta go and sit by the water and eat your donut, and then you go in the water.
My mom says I have to wait an hour after eating.
Well,
My mom says that I can't go in the I gotta wait an hour after eating. I don't know what I'm waiting for.
See, your childlike wonder is why I love to go to the beach.
donuts to the beach with you? You might want to think about it.
You don't put them in the water.
Put it in the water. How they doing? All right. You want to see some more?
Oh, yeah!
All right, Lee, what's up next?
Let's play some two lines with Christina, Patty, and Gabe.
All right, so we need a little help here from you folks. To get us started, we need a short question, please, for Gabe.
What's your number?
What's your number?
What's your number? All right, and how about a short question for Christina, please?
How'd you get here? How'd you get here?
All right. And now we need a statement for Christina.
I can't help myself.
I can't help myself.
Okay, and a statement for Gabe.
I'm in charge.
Very nice. Yes. All right, let's come over here. And, ma'am, please start with your name. Caitlin. All right, and Caitlin, if you could go anywhere in the world on vacation, where would that be? Paris. Sounds fun. And ma'am, what is your name? I'm sorry?
Carol.
Carol. Carol, what was the first job you ever had?
Working in a lingerie store.
How about that? These three actually work in a lingerie store in Paris, coincidentally enough. And Christina, what was your question?
How'd you get here?
And your statement?
I lost it.
I can't help myself.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. I can't help myself.
The
And
song.
your statement?
How'd you get? I can't help myself.
And your question?
How'd you get here?
And gave your question?
What's your number?
Teacher blush. And your statement?
I am in charge.
I should just let you
All right, Christina, one more time, your statement.
I can't help myself.
And your question?
How'd you get here?
And gave your question?
What's your number?
And your statement?
I am in charge.
All right. Now, you'll notice we did not give Patty any lines because she gets to say whatever she wants. However, Christina and Gabe can only use those 2 lines that you've given them in this scene. So, in the scene about working in a lingerie shop in Paris, Christina can only say her question, which is,
How'd you get here?
and your statement.
I can't help myself.
And Gabe's question is,
What's your number?
and your statement is.
I am in charge?
Shall we go shopping?
And I'll be your friend.
Bonjour, Jacques.
What is your number?
This is not that you should start out with so early in the morning. Please use the tape measure.
How did you get here?
By my bicyclette, of course.
I can't help myself.
Josephine. Josephine, s'il vous plaît, please hang the nighties.
I am in charge.
Jacques, I need you to please make sure that everything is stocked and ready to go for all of our customers this morning.
I am in charge.
Of the feather duster,
How did
maybe.
you get here?
I have told you already, Josephine. I have gotten on my bicyclette and I have ridden down the Champs-Élysées and I am now here. This is no concern of yours. Please, to hang up all the nighties and the brassiers. American women love the brassiers.
I can't help myself.
I know, neither can the American women. They just love the brassiers for some reason. So,
How'd you get here?
What's your number?
I can't help myself.
I am in charge.
attention, we need to make sure that We are ready for all of the tourists. Jacques, I want to make sure you have your tape measure and that you do not use your hands.
I can't help myself.
I am just not asking any more questions. We will refer you to the HR department. Jacques, on the other hand, he needs to be counseled very well.
How did you get
What's
here?
your number?
Jacques, there are 3 numbers you must know when trying to fit a woman into the silhouette that she needs. It is starting out at the top, we measure the middle, and then the bottom.
How did you get here?
Mon Dieu, you are so impossible, I must say. You, please to hang up all the nighties.
I can't help myself.
Yes, I know, you can't help yourself, you can't even help me right now. Jacques, I would like for you to please say with me our mantra. This will make you look beautiful.
How did you get here?
My darling Josephine, this is but a simple question. 2 wheels. That is all. Just 2 wheels. Around and around and around.
I can't help myself.
I know, mon Dieu, I know. So please, just stand there and look beautiful then for me. There you go. My darling Jacques,
I'm Charles.
maybe for when I am on my coffee break. Oh.
What's your number?
I can't help myself.
Attention. I have decided that we will not open this store today. We will just practice on the mannequin how to take proper measurement for American woman versus French woman.
I can't help myself.
I know, my darling, this is why we are not opening this shop today.
All right, so Caitlin, you still want to go to Paris? Might want to get her number. Oh, goodness. All right, let's just keep this train rolling right along here. Lee, what's up next?
Next up is Pete, Gabe, and Christina with Dr. Know-It-All.
Well, you were in for a treat. You came here thinking that you were going to be entertained, which hopefully you are, but you were also going to be educated today. You heard him mentioned earlier in the show, and fortunately for you, he's here. He's our very own 3-headed expert, Dr. Know-It-All.
Yeah.
And Dr. Know-It-All, as the name denotes, is an expert in everything and can answer any of those burning questions that you have. So, Dr. Know-It-All, would you please introduce yourself?
I
Am.
Doctor.
know it.
All.
So as you can see, 3 heads, 1 voice. So who has a question that they would like answered by our expert? Yes, ma'am, in the back.
How do you make a root bega pie? A root pie?
Ah, yes, Dr. Know-It-All, how do you make a root pie?
To
Make
A.
root
pie.
You.
have
To
Get.
roots.
Who else has a question? Anything that you've wanted to know all your life?
The average wingspan of a sparrow.
Very Dr. Know-It-All, what is the average wingspan of a sparrow?
The
average
Wing.
span
of
A.
sparrow
is
Big.
I'm sure it's a popular belief. Who else has a question? Yes, ma'am, right here.
Are there any advantages to living on Mars?
Dr. Know-it-all, are there any advantages to living on Mars?
Mars
Has
Many.
advantages.
Answer the question. Yes, sir.
What would you recommend to get over vertigo?
Dr. Know-it-all, what would you recommend for this young man to get over vertigo?
Albert,
Einstein
Has.
a
great
Answer.
it is
that
will
eventually
Get.
straightened
teeth.
Who else has something they've always, yes, sir.
How do you get gum off of a t-shirt?
I know a lot of people want to know. Dr. Know-it-all, how do you get gum off of a t-shirt?
getting
Gum
Off.
of
a
T-shirt.
is
bloody.
Difficult.
All right, do we have anyone else who, yes, ma'am, in the back.
How many licks does it take to get the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Ooh.
I'm dying to
We've
know.
been told the world may never know, however, I think Dr. Know-it-all might have the answer. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
426.
Simple as that. I think we have time for one more question for our expert. Who else has something that they've just been dying to know and finally now can get that answer? Yes, sir.
What's in my future?
Dr. Know-it-all, what is in his future?
Tomorrow,
Will
Happen.
At least you got that going for us. All right, let's hear it again for our expert, Dr. See, it's more than just entertainment. We aim to educate as well. So. All right, Lee, what's up next?
Next up is Pieces of Paper with Patty and Pete.
All right, Patty, Pete off the stage.
right.
Going to send them out to our soundproof lobby. For those of you who have been here before, I apologize for the upcoming bad joke, but you'll notice that we have a very small theater and we have the largest lobby on the East Coast.
That's a good one.
When do I direct you in the show? All right, so folks, you are pretty much going to write this scene. What we need are some lines of dialogue. Let's start. How about some lines from your favorite movies?
My fingers hurt.
Got it.
My fingers hurt.
You can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
I could have been a contender.
I could have been a contender.
I'm so wet now, the rain can only make me drier.
Appropriate that Mary Lou got this. I am so wet now, only the rain could make me drier.
The rain, wait. I'm so wet now, the rain could only make me drier.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so wet now, the rain could only make me drier.
Could
All
you
right?
repeat that one more time?
Let's switch it up and how about lines from your favorite songs?
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
I'm stuck in the middle of you.
Stuck in the middle with you. How about
Sugar on me.
pour some sugar on me? All right, and let's switch it up one more time. How about your favorite advertising slogans?
Just do it.
Just do it.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Let's get that one. Plug it in, plug it in.
Wow.
And give me one more, please.
I'm loving it.
I'm loving it. Come back over to you, Pat, for that one. Mary Lou's still writing that very long.
Pencil broke.
That's a good nerve.
Oh, my goodness. Oh. All right, let's see here. Ma'am, what is your name, please?
Judy.
Judy. And Judy, where are you originally from?
Missouri.
Missouri. What town in Missouri?
Very small one.
Okay.
Nobody's ever heard of it.
How do you know? So, this very small town in Missouri that no one's ever heard of. What is your favorite thing about that town?
Leaving it.
Can't blame her for being honest. How long have you been gone from Missouri?
Many years.
Many years, all right. So, what is your favorite thing about Myrtle Beach?
The ocean.
The ocean, all right. And do you like to go to the beach and spend time there? What do you do anything in particular when you go on the beach?
I walk the dog.
You walk the dog. All right. So we are going to see a little scene from Pete and Patty about walking the dog on the beach. Now, as you've noticed, we had some of our other players scattered around the room writing down those lines of dialogue that you gave us on pieces of paper. They're going to fold those up and spread them across the stage. Pete and Patty are going to come back in. They're going to find out that they are walking their dog on the beach. They're going to do a little scene, but every so often one of them will reach down, pick up one of those pieces of paper, and read the line of dialogue that's on it, and they have to use it in the scene as if they intended to say it. So it should make for a rather interesting walk with the dogs, don't you think? All right, are we ready to roll?
Oh, yeah.
Let's bring it back.
All the time and always will. There ain't no other kind of music in the world that gives me quite the thrill. When I hear 60-minute man and walking up a one-way street, he's up on the roof, he's under the boardwalk, summertime the car.
He's tired. He's tired.
I know, but it's good exercise for little Brutus to walk on the beach and get his...
Brutus.
Seriously now? Come on.
I know. I miss my Rottweiler.
Brutus thinks he's a Rottweiler.
I know.
Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, you know, this is just...
Pelicans. They're gone. It's okay, Brutus.
Thank heavens.
okay.
I am so glad you were paying attention to that. I miss them. I tell you, it's just not safe out here for a little dog.
Brutus.
Here, I'll just hold it.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
So, the ocean looks angry today.
It does. And your hand is making my shoulder sweaty. Stuck in the middle with you. I got Brutus on one side in the bed last night and you on the other. I couldn't move, I couldn't flip. I tell you, for a 2.5-pound dog, he takes up a lot of space.
You know, going for a walk on the beach with the dog implies walking. And I'm pacing. I apologize for the heat I generate at night.
And I don't appreciate your innuendo.
I don't appreciate you're out the udder.
Honey, I think it's time that we perhaps get...
Brutus.
Here, you take him. Oh, gosh, he's so heavy. Oh, whew. I think it's time that perhaps we just get 2 twin beds.
As opposed to 4 twin beds?
We could get bunk beds!
Logistics.
True. Well, I'm telling you, if Brutus is going to sleep in the bed with us, then we're just going to have to figure something out because it's just too darn hot. I'm so wet now, the rain could only make me drier.
Did you say? You said wet and rain. Plug it in, plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Your hand is making my shoulder wet. You know,
I think we need to have a little conversation.
can Brutus hear this?
Brutus is watching the seagulls right
Are the seagulls watching Brutus?
Fortunately, no. So, here's the thing, darling.
Uh-oh.
Hang on, let me hold on to his leash. Darling, love of my life, sweet pea honey bun.
Uh-oh.
Truly make my motor run. And, well, that's been me purring in the middle of you and Brutus.
Oh, I thought I had gas. Oh, thank you, darling. Oh, Bruce got away. Gotcha, you little
Doggone it, that little
stinker.
snippet?
Here.
You just, fine, I'll take him.
Pour some sugar on me, baby.
Just remember, you wrote that. Yes, so dog walking has never been quite so interesting. Have you had a good time with us so far? Well, folks, obviously these are students, and so I would be very remiss if I didn't mention to you that we do offer classes here. Of course, we've got several of our level 1 students here with us. We're very pleased with that, and certainly hope that come the end of April that you will be up on this stage after level 2. So keep that in mind. But for those of you who are here who are not in classes, this is a lot of fun, as you can see. Even if you have no interest at all in performing, improv is just an awful lot of fun to improve your listening skills, and it really gives you a much more positive attitude. You really have to think quickly on your feet. It works well in relationships. Yes, and is the concept of improv. It's very similar to Yes, Dear. So we have a lot of wives who send husbands, etc. So our next level 1 class will begin on March 8th, and it is open for registration now. So you can go on our website, carolineimprov.com, and go ahead and sign up, and please join in the fun. It's an awful lot of fun. I think everybody who's in classes here would attest to that. So we also have our other shows coming up. In fact, we have one tonight, which is our family-friendly Whose Beach Is It Anyway? So please consider coming out for that. Students, obviously, we'd love for you to hang around and hang out with us until showtime and come back and see that one. If you are not a student, you are welcome to stop by the desk on the way out and pick up a ticket for $8 to come back and see the show, which is basically half price. So we'd love to have you come back and see that. And then, of course, as we get into next week, we'll have our adult show, which is Whose Night Out Is It Anyway? Naughty, Not Nasty. And we'll continue on with our family-friendly shows. So please stop in at the desk and pick up a schedule so that you can come back and see us again. Every show is different. The audience is different. The players are different. The games are different. So every night is a different show. So please consider coming back to see us again. Would you like to see our students one more time?
Yeah!
Students, you think you've got one more?
Yeah!
All right, Lee, what are we going to play?
Let's get all players up on stage, and I think we'd like to hear a story.
All right. Let's see here. Sir, please tell everyone your name.
Mike.
Mike. And Mike, what is your favorite fairy tale? What was your favorite story when you were growing up?
It was more of a R-rated movie.
Okay, even at like 8 years old?
The movie Jaws.
Jaws, okay. All right, so let's see where we can go with that. Yeah, let's. Yeah, well, I think we'll. Yeah, we're gonna take that. And I'm gonna hang on to it for a second. So, as a group, where is somewhere that you would not like to run into your boss?
A bathhouse.
Joseph's pretty good right now, huh?
I did hear office over here as well. So, we're actually going to hear the story of Sharky at the office. So we'll see where that goes, because in improv you never know. So Sharky, whoever that might be, is going to the office. All right. Players, you can do something with that? Let's give it a shot. Everybody's ready to see
I'm undefined.
Once upon a time, 'twas a wee shark named Sharky. Sharky did not like to work, but he realized one day he would have to go to his office occasionally or else his job would be gone. So he swam down to the HR department where he'd been put after many visits to the HR department for other reasons.
At the HR department, he met the many-tentacled squid. After all, HR is paper, 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 paper. 8 arms, what a deal. And so she looked up and she said, Sharky, not again. And Sharky said, well, I don't know. I didn't do anything. I said, yes, I know. That's the last 7, 8, 27, 30, 327 times you haven't done anything and you keep coming down here. Now we really have to stop meeting like this.
And Miss Squid decided that the best way to deal with Sharky was to actually put Sharky in the HR department, stamping and filing and doing all of that lovely paperwork, and she could just rest back on her tentacles.
So she set up Sharky at a desk in the HR department, and she would do her work, and then she decided that she would see if she could work in a different department now that Sharky was set up in HR.
Sharky took advantage of this work. He knew that all paperwork came through the squid. So, and Sharky had a voracious appetite. And he realized shark loans, bribes, maybe I can start eating some paperwork.
So Sharky began to wonder, in this paperwork, I know everybody's secrets. I know all their demotions. I know where they live. I know where the children go to school. Maybe it's time to move up into extortion and loan sharking.
And with that, Sharky thought maybe he could work up to being president of the company, because with all the secrets that he knew, he had a lot of dirt on people, and he knew that if he used it the right way, he could get what he wanted.
Once Sharky had that idea, He actually went and started to talk to his fellow employees. And he said, do you know that so-and-so does so-and-so? And the so-and-so does so-and-so? Oh, and by the way, I know you do this. Could we make a deal? Let's make a deal.
And in slithered Mr. Eel. And Mr. Eel had a slinky feeling he knew what was going on with Sharky. So he wiggled his way around the office very stealthily, listening to what Sharky was spreading to all the other employees. And by, he took that information back to the home office.
So, basically, being blackmailed by an eel. And so, really, you don't want to get involved with slippery fellows.
The eel, being somewhat of a parasite, sucked on to the side of Miss Squid. All her tentacles, she could never get it back there to get them off, see? So Miss Squid and the eel made a deal. I know, it sounds like a show. Miss Squid said, we need to get rid of Sharky. And that was the beginning of the rest of the story.
The moral of the story is if you ever wanted to know where shark suits come from, just check out the tag and see if it says Sharky.
Great audience.